Hello, a warm welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Mary Juliana. If it's your first time here, kindly consider subscribing so that you get notified when I upload a new video. And if you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I appreciate and I don't take that for granted. So guys, I have a story here I want to share with you, and I hope maybe it will save us all out here, especially for those ones that are already working here in the Middle East, or maybe if you're planning to come here in the Middle East, or maybe you might have a friend who is working here and you might share the story, and maybe you'll save us all, who knows. So guys, I have this friend of mine. She has worked here for like 4 years. Yeah, she came before me actually, but we were friends even before she traveled to Saudi Arabia. So I just joined her. She came and worked for some period of time, then I joined her. So after she worked on contract for 1 year, she decided that no, because she didn't have that salary increase, and you know the peer pressure out there, then she decided to keep Kipchoge. You know what Kipchoge means, okay? So she ran away, and after running away, she was hosted by a certain how do you call them, a certain dalala in Riyadh. She ran away and she went to work in Riyadh. So she was hosted by a certain dalala. So this dalala was staying with the husband in that house. Those people that work outside know how these things happen out there. So this dalala had a husband in that house, and you know, they were being hosted many girls in that house. She was not the only one. By the time she arrived in that house, they were around 10 girls who were there. And you know, there are not only 10 girls staying in that house. Others had gone to work, you know, but that is where they come for ijaza. Ijaza is the holiday. After 1 month, they come for ijaza. Maybe I can call it vacation. So my friend stayed outside for 1 month. Just 1 month outside at the dalala's place. Okay, when she went there, she found a work. She went and worked for 2 weeks and then came back there. So she was doing this part-time job, like she's working on daily basis, where you on a contract of hours, like you go to work, maybe you go to clean somewhere, then you come back at the dalala's place. Like she had not found someone that wanted someone to work, someone that wanted a housemaid to work for them for 1 month. So as the dalala is still looking for the boss that wants somebody to work for them for 1 month or maybe 1 year, she was doing this how do you call them, like cleaning jobs, like you go and clean and then come back at the dalala's place. You understand how that works if you are out there. So one day, this husband of the dalala, let me just say husband because they were staying together, texted the girl. Like, he made a move. He seduced the girl. I don't know how he managed to get the contact of the lady. Okay, the lady was just outside 1 month, and so I think maybe bad luck or a coincidence, I don't know, the dalala found that text message in the husband's phone, and you know, that's a threat. Like, you want to snatch my husband from me? And there was a war in that house, a serious war, like a war. So they were fighting in that house. This lady was being beaten up. My friend now, you know, the other ladies in the house, they will always side with the dalala. They will help the dalala because they don't want to be thrown on the streets. Sorry. So because they don't want to be thrown on the streets, they were helping the dalala to beat up this other girl, my friend now. Because the dalala said that this friend of mine is seducing her husband, like she wants to snatch the husband from her. So by good luck, one of those girls that were in that house was a very close friend of my friend. So she pretended that she's helping the dalala beat up this girl, but she was trying to defend. She was trying to open the door and help this girl escape. So my friend escaped without shoes, without clothes, without a phone. She ran outside, and thank God she was slim. She was slender, and she was able to be faster than the dalala. So the dalala left her to go, came back, took the phone, the shoes, the clothes, and everything, and took them outside and poured kerosene on it, and she put them on a fire. Like, she burned her clothes and everything, and took a video and posted on social media. I know maybe some of you have come across this video. Posted on social media like she's a husband snatcher and all that. Posted my friend's pictures all over social media. Don't host her, she's a husband snatcher, I'm looking for her. Those things are defamation of character. So I came across those videos. Before even I saw those videos, you know, my friend ran away without a phone. But thank God, when she was doing this daily course, like she go and work for one day and come back at the dalala's place, she met a Kenyan guy. So she had a boyfriend too. Just in the period of 1 month, she was able to have a boyfriend. So one day when she was at the boyfriend's place, she texted me using the boyfriend's number. So I remained with that chat. Like, I don't delete my chats, by the way. So when she went outside, she didn't know the boyfriend's number offhand, and now she doesn't have the phone. But thank God she knew my number offhand, because we were friends back in Kenya. Okay, so it's a friendship that has taken more than maybe 10 years and above. So she borrowed a phone from some Bengali, and she texted me, told me that call my boyfriend and send him this location, tell him that I'm stranded, I'm here, I will talk to you later, with a new number. Thank God my phone is always connected, I'm always online. So I saw her message, she sent the voice message, and thank God I had the boyfriend's number. I had not deleted the messages. So I texted the boyfriend, and the boyfriend went to the location and picked her. So she went to stay at the boyfriend's place for some period of time before now she looked for work, before she finds work. Now she cannot go at the dalala's place. She doesn't have a phone, she doesn't have clothes, she doesn't have anything. So thank God the boyfriend was someone who has stayed here for a long period of time and had connection. So it was easy for her to find work. And after working for 1 month, after being given the salary, she bought a phone and renewed her SIM card, and she was able to come back online. Why am I telling you this story? I'm telling you this story now because she's outside. She normally shares with me her experience, and she told me that if you are thinking of running and going to work outside there, look for a dalala that doesn't have a boyfriend inside the house. The dalala should not have a man inside that house, because it's risky. It's very risky, because these dalalas, they are overprotective. They are overprotective more than even the Arabs, because you know, these men outside there, they are Team Mafisi, if you understand what I mean by Team Mafisi. So if a girl comes from the contract, they are freshers. I know you understand what I mean by fresher. If they're coming from the contract, like they have not stayed outside the contract for maybe 1 year or something like that, they are the biggest target. The men that are outside there, they always target the girls that are just coming from the contract, the freshers. Okay, so when you come from the contract and you go outside there and you are hosted by a dalala, and that dalala has a man inside that house, the man might be tempted to seduce you. You know, sometimes maybe you will not even fall in that trap. You will not even agree to that, but it might be misunderstood. If the dalala just suspects, leave away finding out, just suspects that the man wants you, it's a threat to her relationship. So your life will be in danger. And if that dalala is a bad one, you know, I will give it 80% of the dalalas are evil. 80% of dalalas are evil. Only 20% are good people. 80% are evil. So if she is evil, believe me, your life will be in danger. Your life will be in danger. I'm telling you for free. Your life will be in danger. So if you are on contract and you are planning on escaping and going to work outside there, that's okay. It's your choice. You know, you cannot advise somebody who is in Saudi Arabia and has planned to escape. It's the final decision they have already made, and you can't advise them because you will not be able to convince them. They have already made up their mind. It's just like somebody who has a visa, is in Kenya, maybe the stations are hard and they have decided to come to Saudi. You cannot stop them. They have already made up their mind. They're coming. Nothing can stop them. So if you want to escape and go and work outside there, that's okay. It's your decision. but at least do yourself a favor. Look for that dalala that doesn't have a maintain inside that house. We have them. Okay, all dalalas are dating. That one I'll not lie to you. But some of them, they don't stay with the man in the house. The man doesn't stay in that house. They are dating, but the man doesn't stay in that house. That one is a safer place than that house that has a man inside that house. Because if that man seduces you, it's not your fault to be seduced, by the way. But if that man seduces you, it's a threat to the dalala's relationship, and she might take a bad action. She might even kill you. Some people have been killed outside here because of love triangle. Some of them might be innocent. Some of them might be guilty. But you don't want to risk your life because of something like that. We have some girls that are just staying in groups. They don't have a dalala. Like, they just come together, like 5 of them, and they rent a house and they divide the rent. Like, they help each other pay rent. They contribute money and pay rent. There is a portion that everybody gives out and they pay rent. They don't have a dalala. We have those ones, but they are still boys. So make safe decisions when you are going outside there. If this dalalas, let's say, if this dalala was able to kill my friend, do you know what they would have done if they killed that my friend there? They would have called the police and sent the police location to tell them that somebody has been killed inside that house, and then they run away and leave the body there. And if they are very evil, they will not even post on social media. So nobody will know. The police will come and take the body because the body doesn't have identity. Like, there is no name for that person. That person doesn't have documents with themselves. Okay? If my friend was to be killed at that particular time, of course they will run away and leave the body there. Sometimes they will call the police to give them the location. There is a body there. They will leave the SIM card there. They will crash the SIM card that was used to call the police. They crash the SIM card, they throw it there. So if you try to trace that SIM card, you will find it there and it is crashed, so you cannot find information. Okay, so the police will just come and take the body and take it to the mortuary. And this body doesn't have identity. Nobody knows who is this, where does she come from. We have so many Africans here. Even if they see that this is a black person, they don't know that if that person is coming from Uganda or maybe Tanzania or maybe Nigeria or maybe Kenya. They don't know. So they just put the body in the morgue. So you will be there in Kenya looking for your person who is here in Saudi Arabia. You don't know their whereabouts. You don't know where they went. Maybe they have been killed and they are in the mortuary. So many people are in the mortuary here and they don't have identity. A friend of mine also shared with me a story where they were somewhere. I will not reveal the identity in this video. They were somewhere and a girl falls sick. Some people, they are, how do you call this? Those people that don't like to associate with others. They don't like to go out. They just stay indoors, keep things for themselves. They don't speak out, so you don't even know if something is bothering them. But they have kemboid already. They are outside there. They are working outside the contract. I don't know which term to use for that, but I know you understand what I mean. We have some people that don't like to socialize, don't talk a lot. You can't even know if that person is depressed, is happy. You don't know. So this girl was just sick. She didn't tell anybody there that she's sick. And you know how these Kemboys, most of them, they mind their own business. They are busy with their boyfriends, so it will be very difficult for them to tell that somebody is sick, somebody needs help. So this girl died inside that house. You know what they did? They left the body there. They just called the police, gave out the location, and they went, shifted, looked for another house to go and rent, and left the body there. So the police will come and collect the corpse. But this one, they were kind a little. They gave out the information. They wrote somewhere the information of the girl that died and left the body there. Because why do they do that? Because if they stay there and that girl has died in that house, they will be in for it. First of all, they are staying in that country illegally. They don't have documents, so they fear being arrested and being deported back to Kenya. So they will have to run because they still want to work and leave the body there. We have some people that don't give identity of the person that has died. Especially if that person has been killed. They don't give the information. They don't. They keep quiet about it. So if you are there, maybe if you are watching this and you are a Kemboy, kindly make sure that some people where you are staying, they have your family's contacts, and your family has contacts of the people that are close to you. Maybe if you have like 5 friends or 10 friends, make sure that your family back in Kenya, they have their contacts, so that in case they don't find you, in case they can't reach you, they can call your friends to ask them your whereabouts. Maybe your friends will go and look for you, or maybe your friends will tell that you are dead, you are in the morgue. Because we have families in Kenya, they are looking for their relatives who came here in Saudi Arabia, some 10 years ago, some 8 years ago. They don't know where they are. Maybe those people are in the mortuary. They died. Maybe they died in the house, and maybe they came here and then they ran away from the contract. And then when they were out there, they died. Maybe natural illness, maybe natural death, maybe they were sick and died. And because the dalala was afraid of being arrested, they just ran and left the body there. So maybe the police came and collected the body and took it to the mortuary. And you are there looking for your person, you don't know. So if you're watching this video and you have run out of the contract, you are out there, make sure that your relatives have contacts of people that are close to you, so that if they don't find you, they can contact the person that is close to your friend. Maybe your phone might have spoiled and your family is worried back in Kenya, you know. Or maybe you might be sick and you're in the hospital, you know. Some people are just mean. They will not even post you on social media that you are dead. But we have some good dalalas. At least if you happen to die, they take a picture of you and they post on social media that you have died. So social media will look for your family, then they'll contact your family. I felt sorry for this mama. I saw this story on Vote TV. I know you know Vote TV. It was on Facebook, by the way. It was just a post. It was not a video. So this girl left kids in Kenya. I don't know, 3 kids or 4 kids, very young kids. Like the youngest one was not even 2 years. The youngest one doesn't even know the mother. That was like 8 to 10 years ago. And she left the kids with the mother and came here to work. She just contacted them twice and then went missing. She has never contacted them. It's 8 years counting. She has never contacted the family back in Kenya. They don't know. The mother is now old. You can go and check that post there. I don't want to share that picture here. I feel so sad. The mother is old. The kids are now going to school. The mother is like, you know, the mother is not working. Because at that age, she's not working. Because I looked at that picture and I saw that that mother must be something like above 70 years. Because she's old. She is really old. And the child is here. They are looking for her. I don't know if I should attach the photo here. Maybe if you see it, you might help. Maybe you know her. Maybe you know where she is. And I'm like, such people, maybe they are here. Maybe they have died and nobody knows their whereabouts. Or maybe she's a Kemboi and she's abusing drugs. You know, some Kembois have just lost it out here. Maybe she's drinking alcohol and doesn't want to go back home. I really don't know what's wrong with that girl. Or maybe she came here and the boss snatched the phone from her. I don't know, but I just pray that she's safe. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, kindly consider subscribing. See you in my next video.